Introduction. The importance of harmony and form in architecture. Architecture is not just about shaping spaces, but a process that guides human experience. A building is not only an aesthetic object, but also a component that defines the perceptions and the movements of those who live within it. Form is the physical shape and the structural organization of a building. Harmony, on the other hand, shows how this form relates to its surroundings and users. Throughout history, form and harmony in architecture have been addressed in different ways at different times. Yet, they have always been among the fundamental elements that create spatial experience.
Harmony in design. The relationship between form and context and architectural structure cannot exist alone. It is in constant interaction with its surroundings. During the design process of a building, the form must align with the physical environment, cultural context, and functionality. Modern architectural critics argue that form gains meaning not only as an internal process, but also through the dialogue it establishes with the external environment. Especially since the 20th century, the idea that the form should not be seen as an abstract design concept, but as a result of lived space, has gained importance. The evolution of form. Change in architectural history. In the history of architecture, form has evolved along with social, technological, and cultural changes. For instance, form theories developed in Germany at the end of the 19th century focused on abstractions and aesthetics, while the early 20th century modernist movement directly related form to functionality. Thinkers like Hildebrandt and Schmarso argued that architecture is made up not only of physical masses, but also of spatial experience, revealing that form is not merely a visual element.
Modernism and form. New approaches. Modernist architecture argued that form must integrate with functionality. This approach emphasized that form is not only an aesthetic expression, but also a structural element shaped by technical, social, and economic factors. Architects like Benham and Cedric Price proposed that form should not be confined to fixed molds, but must change with technological advancements. For example, the Fan Palace project was designed as a structure with no fixed form, constantly reshaped, bringing the concept of flexibility to architecture.
Integrity in architecture. A systematic approach to design. Architecture is not made up of individual elements alone. All parts must come together in harmony. Some thinkers in the 20th century note that form doesn't carry meaning by itself, but gains it through special arrangements. Academics like Wolfling and Schmarso argued that form in architecture is not merely an external shape, but also gains meaning through this movement of human body within space. Therefore, in the architectural design process, it is important to view the whole and access how each element affects others.
40's view on architectural form. 40 emphasized that architectural form is not just a visual element, but is directly connected to functionality and material. For example, Adolf Loos's essay, Ornament and Crime, highlights the direct relationship between form, material, and production techniques. In modern architecture, form has evolved beyond being merely an aesthetic concern, becoming an element shaped by construction techniques, material science, and social factors.
How does Alexander's concept of good fit influence design? Christopher Alexander emphasized the concept of good fit in architectural design. According to him, a building should not only be evaluated by its internal workings, but also by its relationship with its surroundings. If a building ignores the needs of the people living around it, it cannot be considered a successful design. In this context, designs that prioritize user experience and integrate with their environments create more sustainable and livable spaces.
The effect of organic and geometric forms on user experience. In architecture, form is a factor that directly influences user experience. Thinkers like Wolfling and Goethe argued that organic forms are more in harmony with nature and create fluid feeling within space, while modernist architects believe that geometric forms provide order and stability. Organic form adapts more easily to the natural movements of the body human, while geometric form creates a more controlled and disciplined perception. Both approaches can serve different design goals.
Conclusion. The role and importance of form in contemporary architecture. In contemporary architecture, form has become more flexible while preserving the design principles of the past. Thanks to new technologic and user experience focused approach, parametric design, modular building system, and sustainable materials have transformed form from a mere design element into something shaped by social, environmental, and economic factors. In this context, modern architecture sees form not only as an aesthetic choice but as a fundamental element that defines spatial experience.